New Russian military personnel and equipment on the ground inside Syria, U.S. military officials tell CNN. Potentially volatile addition to a bloody civil war already 4 years old. Secretary of State John Kerry called Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to warn such actions, quote, could further escalate the conflict. An allegation the Kremlin dismissed as premature. What's unclear is who the Russians intend to fight.
Is it too short? Do we know?
You know full well that the Russians have had a long relationship with the government in Syria. And again, it's up to the Russians to explain exactly what they're doing.
Satellite images show Russia has installed modular units capable of housing hundreds of military personnel, a defense official tells CNN. And this image, broadcast on Syrian state television, identified by analysts as a modern Russian-made armored vehicle not previously seen in Syria and painted in Russian army camouflage.
What the Russians might or might not be doing at the moment that is of concern to Secretary Kerry, and who would replace Assad? Who would replace at the moment that is of concern to Secretary Kerry, and who would replace Assad? Who would replace any of the other groups that are fighting for power?
Syria is Russia's key ally in the Middle East. Moscow also has a strategic naval base at Tartus in Syria. If the fragile regime of Bashar al-Assad falls, so too may Russian influence in the region. Russia and the United States had been talking about finding a political administration officials until recently expressing hope that Moscow was open to a future without Assad. Administration officials now making clear there is only one kind of military help the U.S. would welcome.
There's a 37-some-odd country coalition that's taking the fight to ISIL. We would welcome Russia to be more involved in that effort.